The man.
You doing, sir?
Alright, so. Here?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
Do you have 9-volt batteries? Can I grab like the square ones? Yeah.
One?
Can I grab 3?
मेरा पकड़ लिया उसने.
And like a toothbrush? Or do you have the smaller stuff? Like the narrow? You know, it's funny, like when you talk about tattoos with somebody that doesn't have tattoos, like the first word that usually comes into their mind is permanence. You know, they think, oh, it's like a permanent thing, it's so intimidating. But I mean, out of all the mediums I work in, tattooing is probably the most ephemeral of all of them. I'll do a tattoo, it'll walk out the door of the shop, and could get hit by a bus, could get a sunburn. You know, anything could happen. Like that's kind of what gives tattoos their magic, is that it's not. You know, it's very about the now. It's that moment. It's the spontaneity of it. You know, obviously it has no aspirations of resale market. It's just that, like, it's somebody's feeling something in that moment so passionately that it's not enough to get the bumper sticker or the T-shirt. You know, they want that idea to be a part of them. You know, for the rest of their life. It wasn't until I never really like took drawing or anything seriously until I got into tattooing, and because with tattooing, you know, it's like you get halfway through and you can't just be like, I don't like this, I'm gonna, you know, start a different one. Like you know, there's a guy there, like you kind of have to finish for him. I think we're good. But yeah, my first tattoo, you know, I was 15 years old. Walked into this, like, shithole tattoo shop in town. It was called Dragon Mike's and Tiger John's. And walked in there, you know, I just walked in and I was like, I got $25, like, what can I get? And, you know, the guy literally was just like, you can get this skull or you can get this butterfly, you know, and it was kind of like, boys get skulls, girls get butterflies. So I just got this little skull on my leg. You know, it was the most efficient way I could come up with to piss my parents off. So it was effective in that, right?
What's his name?
Colin.
What's your relationship with him?
How
do you know him?
Buddy of mine. He's we go skating a bunch together.
What's up? Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are. I had always envisioned, like, you know, fine art world to be this kind of lofty academic community that I didn't know enough big words to be a part of. You know, hanging something on the wall in a gallery and declaring that it's art. I just didn't have that confidence. It's a pretty ballsy thing to do. I think my work really took a turn when I realized that, you know, all my experiences as a tattoo artist, you know, like wandering the world and tattooing all these crazy characters, you know, instead of trying to sweeping all that under the rug and learn some big words, that was actually, all those experiences were, you know, were a part of my voice and a part of what I brought to the table. You good?
Yes. Did you just say, I hope this works? Have you ever given a tattoo in Tompkins Square Park before?
No, first time.
You ever gotten a tattoo in Tompkins? No. What's it like working with that prison gun versus a real gun?
It's a little bit slower. You know, that's the thing, like, in jail, you got plenty of time. One of the things I loved about the tattoo biz and getting into it was that it is this kind of, like, really romantic, like, criminal lifestyle, you know. I was in my early 20s, you know, just kind of got to wander the world and make cash, you know. Like, I didn't need anything but, like, my hands to make a living. You know, I had 10 grand in one pocket, a passport in the other, and that's just how I lived. It was great. You know, if I got sick of Tokyo, I'd be like, go to Paris. You know, I get sick of Paris, go to Madrid. Tattooing really like gave me that freedom, you know, just to live off the grid and do whatever I wanted to and just kind of follow inspiration. It's not too terrible.
Man. What do you think, Colin?
My mom's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
What does it mean to have a tattoo by Scott?
I got pretty lucky.
No, it was fun. You know, it's cool. Thompson Square Park. It's like it's like the first place I came in when I moved to the city. I lived a few blocks away. Sitting here drinking beers with a bunch of punk rock kids. It's good. You gotta keep it real every once in a while. Get dirty in the park.
All right, guys. Thanks for doing that.
No problem.
Colin.